Here's a really good example of why this is important. When one of the things I do is I'll be an expert witness in a federal case.
Something for employees or that you look for? There are things that perk your ears up?
Their ability to listen. And I don't mean listen to instructions. I mean listen to people. Listen for cues. Listen for, have the emotional intelligence to pick up on body language. To actively listen. That's I don't want to say it's the differentiator, but think about how many people you know who you feel like they actually listen to you.
Instead of waiting for their turn to talk?
Right. And you can see their brain churning of, what am I going to say?
Right.
Or you can see them wanting to talk at you, not with you. And think of it like reverse charisma. Like the people who...
Wait, say that again. Reverse charisma. Oh, right. Active listening would have to be that way.
Right. They want to talk to you because they feel like you're going to listen to them.
Right.
That is something I look for actively. We coach for it. I've learned it. I'm still learning it. It's not a human nature. We are, what's in it for me? That's how our brains are wired. That's how most people think, is I'm thinking about what am I going to say next. And so it's very easy to fall into the trap of not listening and owning the fact that if I listen, like you'll notice there are a couple of times, there's a pregnant pause where I have to think because I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
And again, I've had to learn to do this. I'm not a savant. Like I've literally had to force myself to stop thinking about what I want to say and listen to. Here's a really good example of why this is important. When one of the things I do is I'll be an expert witness in a federal case.
Right.
And so I'm being deposed by an attorney. What sometimes will happen, again, which is a stressful scenario, but the lesson in this is when the lawyer is asking you a question, as a human, you start to think, oh, I know where he's going. I know the line of questioning. Now stop it. What did he ask you? Just answer that question. If you watch, Law and Order, watch how lawyers behave, and it's very easy. You get emotional when you think about where they're going. It's like, no, what question did they ask you? Just that question. And if you think in terms of that, again, don't treat it like it's a deposition. But when someone's talking to you, what if you narrow down to what did they just ask you? And you'd be surprised so many times you're like, is there a question in there?
Right.
Or you'll hear 3 or 4 questions and go, okay. And if you're listening closely, you'll even pick out the tone and go, is that a question or a statement? It's amazing how much more you pick up, but it's an active choice. And so that's probably the single bit. When I see people that can do that, we have several people on our team that just naturally do that. It's amazing to me that they can just pick up. In fact, one of my good friends, Kevin, that's his superpower, is he has emotion. He's one of those few people that's wired with emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
He can just hear the questions, and he will bring questions out of me that I didn't realize I even asked because he was listening to what I said. And sometimes we just
actively listening, not trying to guess.
Not trying to guess, not thinking about what am I going to say, not trying to, well, where's he going with? No, what are they saying to you? What's their body language saying to you? Are they saying, yeah, I like that?
Right, that's
cut off. Did you hear my tone? Did you hear my body language? Did you see any of that?
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with you now, right?
It's like, obviously you didn't.
Are they in or are they back? Are their feet crossed? Yeah.
And then to think, okay, give yourself a second, let that pregnant pause, and before you go, well, it doesn't seem like you're very into it, say, oh, well, how so? And shut up and listen.